Good morning, and welcome to episode 159 of Getting Rich. I'm your host, Rich Checkan, president of Asset Strategies International, and today is Wednesday, January 31st, 2024. Well, today is Federal Open Market Committee meeting day, the FOMC day for January, and I really just don't think it's a big deal. In December, everybody got all excited when the Fed suggested that they might cut interest rates 2 to 3 times this coming year, and a lot of people felt that that initial cut would come as early as March. Well, Fed has kind of poo-pooed that idea, talked it down, and the consensus now is we won't see interest rate cuts starting until the third quarter. My personal opinion is we're not going to see interest rate cuts until the Fed feels that they've broken something or nearly broken something. And in the meantime, guess what? We may see inflationary pressures rear their ugly head, and we may not get that rate cut as early as people think. Don't be surprised if inflation ticks up, between now and the third quarter. We've got trouble going on in the Middle East that is having a massive impact on the prices of oil. So that's rising. Don't think for a second that higher oil prices won't influence higher prices in virtually every product that comes to market in this world. Second, here in the U.S., we still have budget issues. Speaking of which, will we ever get a budget, or are we going to have just another continuing resolution month after month after month as we kick the can down the roads? Again, we have no penchant for balancing a budget in Congress, and certainly not in an election year when everybody's promising things which cost money that we don't have. So the bottom line is we're going to continue to deficit spend. That is going to put pressure on the Fed to go ahead and expand the money supply, which will lead to higher prices, because the definition of inflation is expanding the money supply. So let's take a look at the numbers and see what the markets are doing right now in precious metals. Today, gold is up 0.2% from this time last week. Today it trades at $2,038 an ounce. It was $2,033.70 last week. Silver's up 1.4% to $23.17. It was $22.84 last week. Platinum's up 1.2% or $11 to $932 an ounce from $921 last week. And palladium's up 1% to $1,002 an ounce. That's $10 over $992 an ounce last week. The gold-silver ratio, with silver outperforming gold this past week, is down a little. Takes less ounces of silver to buy an ounce of gold. It's currently at 88.33 ounces of silver. Last week it was 89.35. And the U.S. dollar's holding steady, not strong, not weak, just kind of hanging out. It's at 103.50 on the old index, was 103.14 a week ago. Let's face it, folks, we have tensions in the Middle East. We're on kind of sitting on a tinderbox there. Neither the U.S. nor Iran wants to go ahead and increase tensions in the area, yet we still have conflict. We have 3 service members killed, and plenty more, I think 34 others injured in recent attacks. Nobody wants this to escalate, yet we keep escalating things. So that's out there. In the meantime, you've got elections heating up. Of course, that discourse, and it's not going to be a positive one, is going to increase as we get closer to November. And amidst all this, you're wondering what to do with your funds. The only question I have for you, got gold? As always, we'd like you to go ahead and sign up on our YouTube channel, like us, send us your comments and questions, follow us on our social media channels, follow us on our twice weekly Always Something Interesting alerts, and our once monthly Information Line newsletter. And in the end, don't ever forget that getting rich starts with keeping what's yours.